Hello to all our supporters, volunteers and people who are just a bit interested. As we're coming up to the Christmas season, I just wanted to thank everyone for the year that we've had, and it's been an extraordinary year, and it's been a year full of sadness and grief and difficulty for so many people, and it's okay to feel a little bit uneasy as to whether this Christmas will be normal or not. And I think one of the things we've learned through the year, and we're going to incorporate it into our work and our work in the town even more than we had already, is that kindness matters. Kindness to ourselves and kindness to one another. And not all of us are going to be able to cope well this Christmas. So I just wanted to reach out to you, and if you've been a supporter of ours through the year, just to know that you're in our thoughts and prayers. Well, when I reflect back over this year, it's been a year that is like no other, of course. And I'm so proud of our key workers. I'm so proud of our volunteers and our staff who, through those difficult days of March, April, May and June particularly, when the COVID rates were high and we were in lockdown, they didn't flinch, and they worked with clients, and we stayed open. We had to work out how to give advice, we had to work out how to give out food, we had to work out how to run a pantry safely. And we didn't miss a day. And I pay tribute to them, and I hope that all of my team, the volunteers and the staff, can have a restful Christmas as much as is possible. I'm also very moved when I think about the levels of support across the town for us, from businesses, schools, individuals, just a neighbourhood, just a street, people coming together and collecting for us. And it's a real sign of solidarity and a real sign of hope that people want to support us so much. Now, as a Christian charity, Christmas is also a very special time for us, because it's a joy to be a Christian charity that is at the crossroads, at the meeting point between the community, so ordinary people, businesses, shops, and then the churches. So it's a point at which our worlds collide, if you like. But for us, when we look in the Christmas crib or we hear a Christmas carol, we think about the situation here. We think about the person we've just met at the food bank. We think about the person who's struggling with debt, and we think about the people we're working with. Because that first Christmas was about breaking a bit of hope and light into the real situation of the world. So when we think about shepherds in the fields, or the dirty sort of manger and the stable, we think about the food bank, or we think about the debt advice that we do. There's an American pastor and civil rights leader called Howard Thurman, who writes that when the song of the angels is stilled, when it dies down, that's when the work of Christmas begins. And for us, that's very true. It's Christmas all year round, if you like, for us, because those values of Christmas, generosity, love, kindness, standing with those on the margins, they happen for us all the way through the year. So yes, we wish you a very blessed and happy Christmas as much as is possible, but we invite you to be with us through the year as we be Christmas to others and be those Christmas values through 2021. Well, what's in store for next year? Well, I've already hinted a bit more of this work around mental health and well-being. Well, it's also going to be a change for us, because we've had CAP, Christians Against Poverty Debt Centre, as part of our charity since the beginning, since 2016. And we're not running CAP Debt Centre anymore from the end of the year. And we want to pay tribute to all the work that's gone on there and all the people who've been lifted out of debt. But we assure you that people in debt in Southwood and Formby will be able to access our community money advice service from the 1st of January. It's a wonderful service that enables people to deal with their debts. The other thing we'll be looking at next year is more pantries. Our food pantries are a successful model that help people. But that's not enough in its own right. So we'll also then be expanding our Next Steps project that looks at helping people with their learning and personal development needs. So it will be an exciting year. We also plan to move premises. So there'll be a lot going on, but we'll be keeping Christmas at our heart. We'll be keeping what we've learned in 2020. And what we've learned in 2020, combined with the message of Christmas that's timeless, is that every single person matters, whether it's our volunteers and their well-being or the clients themselves. So I want to wish you in this very strange year a very happiest possible Christmas, and I want to sincerely thank you for all your support through the year. Keep us in your prayers, keep us in your thoughts in the work that we do. And I'm not asking for money or goods at the moment. I'm asking you to reflect, to have a restful and happy Christmas. You've been so generous and kind through the year that we just want to pass our greetings to you at this point. So from our house, from my family, from my team, from my staff, to yours, I wish you a very, very happy Christmas.